This be the time to do your own thing. Go ahead, free yourself in them chains. March on to the bang of your drum. Sing on to the tune of your song. Just listen, they gon' hum. Just wait.
You keep going down the list. Fable.
So we got Fable versus O.Z Bangaz.
Oh,
Okay.
Now,
Pretty good one.
this is a good one, honestly.
About this in the pack. O.Z's a talented dude.
Fable too.
Fable is nice too. Yeah, Fable. Yeah, especially if he perform anything off his new album that he just dropped. That's gonna be just about that whole album. Broke I think 1,000 streams like that first 2 weeks of him dropping that album.
Now, have you seen him perform live?
I've seen both perform, but O.Z.
I mean, we had O.Z. on the show.
We had both on the show. Well, we'll have Fable in the future, but I'm definitely trying to book that. But O.Z. definitely has that energy. He can dance. He can do everything. He
can sing.
If anything, he is the threat in this competition.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he is one of the threats in this competition. I would give it to O.Z.
And he's a sleeper. Yeah. Fable versus Oz. Oh man, O.Z Bangaz, man. I've heard Fable stuff. Fable is strong.
He's strong.
He's really strong. This is another one that might be a 50-50 upset, but man, Ozzy
is the man.
Yo, Ozzy.
That energy is ridiculous. Like I've seen him perform numerous amounts for years.
When I've seen him, like again, I don't know if you heard this when you were off the air or when you were on your way home, but he does not. He's a sleeper. He's another sleeper.
Yeah,
you don't expect much from him, and I can tell. He practices. He's a very mindful artist. He knows exactly what's going on.
He's got our mail. He's got a theater background. He's got our
honestly, he scares me the most. No offense to you.
Hey, trust me. He scares me more than anybody. Seriously.
I gave it to Bangaz on that one.
Yeah, I'm giving
on that one alone just because of the strength of the background.
DJ, I think musically drops might. This is gonna be tough, man.
That is tough though.
Yeah.
I gave that one to Young.
Yeah.
No particular reason why.
Okay.
Like honestly, just looking through it and part of it was just look, I know his music more. I think that if she gets there, like I say, she's gotta. It's an uphill battle, being a female in a room full of dudes. That if she does not deliver, a home run. Then I think she loses that.
And she's got an easy win with Raw Thesis because I heard he gonna rap over his vocals.
I hope that's not the case.
One of the ones that will catch that boom. As soon as I hear vocals, I'm going.
Yeah, I heard Raw Thesis playing and rapping over his vocals, so that's where that goes. Oh man, next bracket.
All right. Dude, let's see who we got up next. We got.
I picked Cam.
You picked Cam, so you got Cam going against
Oz.
Bangaz, yeah.
Bangaz.
O.Z.
O.Z.
Yo.
I don't care if your brother's the house DJ. You're out of here.
Yo.
Absolutely.
Now here's the thing. I gave that one to Jedi, going over Cam, but. Looking back on it in hindsight, I think O.Z gets that one. O.Z definitely gets that second round.
Then the next, because that dude is a wild card. Y'all better watch out for homie.
Yeah. Trust me.
Y'all get through each other.
Trust
watch
me.
Out for
he gonna be the one.
He's gonna be the one man.
And then
on the other side here, we got Bangaz going against Blaze.
Oh man, that's.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I went with O.Z on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
especially he's going to see. That's the thing. Him going against a duo.
Yeah, if he can carry
if he bodies them like song wise, and we all know like how much like talent this fool got in his like little pinky finger, like bangers.
So I think even though we got different routes to get there, we both came up with the same ending of that bracket, which is Bob Rock versus O.Z Bangaz.
Don't go home and start posting Rock like
yeah, not at all, not at all. Because you go home and do that, you'll be sitting at the crib on the first.
It's actually the most anxiety-filled result to be honest.
In that one,
so we got Rock versus O.Z.
Yeah, and
it's rough.
That is rough.
It's as rough as it gets. O.Z, he terrifies me. He terrifies me. And this is where, like, okay, yes, because we discussed earlier that it's really song for song and person for person.
Right.
We're bringing the best version of yourself forward,
right.
And that is what's going to bring you to the next round. It's not necessarily me against O.Z. It's me against me being me versus can O.Z be O.Z better than I can be Bob Rock. And it's a toss-up.
Oh, man.
Every song is, to me, a chess piece. I don't want to bring out the queen in the second round, but if T-Rex scares me enough, then I'm going to bring out the strongest piece.
You
know what I mean?
Like, I have to say, you better go hard from the gate, both of y'all.
I will.
If you use
I will.
And I'm not trying to freak you out. Like, I'm seriously just.
Oh no, T-Rex is done listening to us right now. Like T-Rex is over here stewing. Like, yo, look at him. Look at him. He over here nodding his head. Like, yeah, no, I stopped listening to you.
I'm not trying to freak you out.
I'm here. I'm listening.
I'm not trying to freak you out, but I'm trying to like kind of give you a little insight into my mentality, which is like it's like you have your songs figured out what you're going to perform. The second question is, what song are you performing against whom?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, is that song better than the song that they're going to bring in? Like, I listen, like, I've even expressed interest in working with you, obviously. I listen to your music.
Likewise.
I'm a fan. But I have no idea what pieces you're going to play in what places. You know what I mean? Like, that's the chess part of it. It's not just about talent. It's about strategy.
It is.
Yeah. If you play your best song first, then every song you play after that is not going to seem as good as you go into the further rounds. If you play a song that's too weak because you want to save your best stuff for later, you might get eliminated early because you didn't bring your best. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just those kind of like mind games of like, what do I like strategically? How do I want to play this? Because I've not done this before, and I've just been thinking about it. And like, again,
that's gonna go down to song selection.
It's gonna be a big part of it.
That's the hiccup.
Part of it.
That's the hiccup. Whatever rap act, you know. I mean, I think my picks is solid. You know what I'm saying? But whatever rap act, like does something like ego and stupid, like they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot, like, you know. And that's where upsets can come, where like, you know, when we were like, okay, OZ versus Fable, like where I could be wrong is if they just don't choose wisely. Like where we all could be like, if Fable chose wisely and OZ was like, I'm gonna just save my heat.
Right.
You know, that could cost you, bro.
It could cost you.
Like if Abdullah does the same thing, Book Bag might take it. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what I'm opening with. I absolutely know what I'm opening with.
Likewise.
The second song, it is a freaking toss-up because I don't know. I don't know what's going to be.
I told you the order.
Then, after that, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up, if it even happens. We'll see.
Yeah. And in all honesty, if you go with what was suggested and you do your homework, you'll already know what you're working with.
Yeah.
Homework. That's what I'm saying.
No, I've been studying.
No. You're not listening to what I just told you.
Yeah.
if he goes with what was suggested, and you do your homework, you will know what you're getting yourself into. And I'm gonna leave that at that. Now, with that being said, for that final round, I gave it to Rock in that final round. However, I really am going back and forth on this one, partly
100%
because of the anxiety and the anxiousness that Rock has when it comes to doing things like this. And so again, that song selection might be what gets it. So I'm still gonna go with the homie because at the end of the day, like one of my people is going home with that trophy is what I'm saying. So I gave it to Rock just because, like, yo, he was the homie, he's my co-host, and you know he made it to the final round on that run. So hey,
I like that you wear your bias on your sleeve.
yeah, I'm 100%. Like I why not, man? It is what it is. Now I've been 100% biased and owned up to that, but at the same time, like I will admit when my bias can and does go wrong. So if I am wrong in this bracket, like I have no problem mentioning it. Like, but and also I can honestly say too, I haven't done as much homework on all of these individual artists. So some of these artists, lost just because I don't know who they are. Or I don't know enough about who they are. Like, again, this is the same thing that I talk about again when March Madness comes around. You're going to see a bunch of people whose brackets get messed up just because they're looking at teams that they have no idea who they are. Yeah. And there's always that upset that comes in there. So there's a good chance that none of what we said is going to go down that way. But definitely going to be a fun one.
I think, let me think of the judges. I think OZ is gonna take it, man. Cause I think Ange is gonna fall in love with Oz more than she would fall in love with Rock.
I absolutely understand where you're coming from. 100%.
I think it's gonna be too tough for them. I think
I fell in love with OZ.
Yeah, I think
I get it. Dude's charismatic.
Yeah, man. I think
I'm too high, I'm too high, I'm too high, I'm too high.